It's a sunny afternoon in Lima, and I've been here for 3 weeks. Truly, I enjoy my time in here. Today, my first explore into the colonial center of Lima. It's about a 30-minute drive from where I live. Lima has Baroque-style architecture, which I fancy, and you can definitely see the European influence. I think it's a beautiful blend of both influences within one city. In some parts, you might even forget you're in South America. I feel totally safe with police all around the area. On the other hand, some parts show you some roughness. There are two totally different styles in Lima. The rich are rich, and the poor are poor. Lima has a complex character. The historic center of Lima, known as the Ciudad de los Reyes, was founded by Spanish conquerors in 1535. That's why the buildings in the center are from the 17th century. Indeed, the country's architecture says a lot about its culture and history. That's why I love traveling. You learn so much on the roads.
Give us directions, but we're gonna...
I love walking around the cities where so many historically important events have occurred. I also love reading, but nothing compares to being there and experiencing it with your own eyes. It makes me feel like I need to learn more. There are so many things I should know. I've always been interested in history, but when I was in school, I focused more on learning about my country's history. When you travel, you learn so many things that books can never teach you. I'm not saying that traveling is better than reading, because I believe in it both. Once known as the City of Kings, visiting is free, but you are only allowed to walk on the site. You can't walk into the center because it's on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Spanish conqueror Francisco Pizarro brought Catholic religion to Peru. That's why the center of Lima is an important reminder of the influence of the Catholic Church on Peru's culture. We chose somewhere to sit down before exploring around and taking our time. I ordered iced coffee and chicken empanada. Well, it was supposed to be coffee.
This is not iced latte, but okay. I order iced latte. I say exactly, yo quiero uno frío café, por favor. And you give me milkshake. I think I improved my Spanish.
How was your empanada?
Really nice. I think the best empanada I ate so far, that was the coffee shop. Remember the last week? It was really expensive.
Oh, the beef one.
That was really good. This one is okay. This one is chicken. But they put some stuff inside too, olives. What do you done with olives? You eat them?
Nope.
No?
In the bin.
Okay.
You sure that's olive, though?
Yeah, it's
I thought it
olive.
was a bean.
That's olive.
Oh. Well,
He hates olives.
like that's my...
I like olives.
There it is.
Peru used to be ruled by a royal family that had power over a massive area, including parts of Chile, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Peru itself. They chose Lima as their capital because it was in a great spot for trade and managing their empire, right by the Pacific Ocean. Peru's history is like a mixtape with everything from ancient civilizations, like the Incas, to the Spanish takeover and colonial times. Even though Spanish is the main language now, you will still hear plenty of indigenous languages spoken all across the country. Lima's architecture is like a time machine, back to its colonial days. It's this cool blend of styles, a little indigenous flair mixed with some Moorish vibes, plus some Spanish Baroque and Renaissance touches. They even have a special name for it, Andean Baroque. Travel at Lima, you will find majestic churches and charming balconies, vintage streets, and also they adapted European designs to suit the local environment. This means you will see plenty of brick, wood, and stone incorporated into the buildings, adding a distinct Peruvian flair to the architecture. seeing different perspectives in arts, in people, in culture, in food, and in the history of the other side of the world. In Peru, you can witness two different lifestyles in one city. It shows you that life is not fair, and never will be. If you cross the river, you can see the different face of Peru. On the other hand, not so far away, when you look at the other side, you can see the beautiful buildings and different kind of lifestyle. We were talking about imagining you were living there and waking up to life telling you every day that life is not fair. On the way home, I bought something to remind me that I was in Peru. I remember that day. I love memories. That's why I'm filming. When you live your bubble, where we grow up from our culture, or how our parents raise us, we can grow up with a very fixed way of thinking. We can only see things one way, or be less willing to try things another way. Because that's not how we are used to seeing things done. But when you travel, you will start to see that not everyone does things the same way, and their way of doing things. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just different. Once you gain that ability, you will see that you will examine your problems from afar when you're on the way. Thank you for giving your time to watch. If you're traveling, you'll understand my feelings. And if you're not, well, it's a good sign to start.